Hi guys, Faith and I'm here, and today we are back talking about part two of our mental health conversation. And sorry about that, a car just drove past. Today I really just want us to zoom into: are we being supportive enough to people that are affected? Are we being supportive enough as family, friends, as partners, and even as colleagues as well? Because a lot of questions that came up from our conversation last week was that people are often told that you are being selfish. Oh, snap out of it, get over it. Guys, depression is not something that you wake up and then you choose to be depressed. And a lot of people like saying that your state of mind is your choice. You don't wake up and choose to be depressed. No, you don't. I didn't wake up and choose that, oh, hey, today I want to feel depressed, or today I don't feel like getting out of bed, today I don't want to be happy. Every single day I wake up and I strive for happiness. Every single day I wake up and I say that I would like to cultivate my own happiness. However, are we not being selfish, by telling people that are being affected that you are selfish? Why did you try and kill yourself? Are you just looking for attention? There are many ways in which one can go and seek for attention. And committing suicide is not one of them, because you can actually die. Why would I try and commit suicide just for the sake of? I mean, I'm young. There is more to life. There is more that I want to do with my life. And I think that we are not being fair, and we are not being supportive enough as we should be, and there is more that we can do to support people that are affected by, mental health issues. I have a couple of friends who, between our circle, of friends, it is very important for us to ask each other, how are you? And I'm not asking how are you doing for the sake of me just wanting to know, oh, hey, I've had a good day, I'm okay. How are you doing from the inside out? And I doubt that if we all are judgmental and if we all are treating these people so unfairly, they would want to open to us and tell us how they're doing. And it is a reality that, in our day-to-day lives as people, we are judgmental. Everybody is judgmental. When you meet a person for the first time, you have an opinion of who you think they are. You have an opinion of who you think they should be. However, back to what we are discussing today, are we being fair enough? Are we being supportive enough to people that are affected? And today I would like to call upon you. If it means that you need to humble yourself and go and apologize to somebody that you have told that snap out of it, get over it. If you need to go and apologize today, please humble yourself and go and apologize, because you are not making that journey any much easier for that person. And these are the reasons why we end up finding out that our friends have committed suicide under our noses. A friend of yours that literally lives next door to you, you wake up the next morning and you hear that they are deceased. And you ask yourself, how did I not know? How did you not know? It's because you said snap out of it when your friend said I wasn't okay. You said get over it when your friend said to you, life is a bit difficult at the moment. I need to deal with things. I need help in dealing with things. It's not everybody who can get up and go and ask for help. I know when I had my struggle, which I still have. Depression has cycles. Next week, we're going to talk about that. Mental health has got cycles, and there's patterns within mental health. There are people that are okay for the rest of the year, and then just that one specific time within the year, things are bad. You don't hear from them. They're nowhere to be found. Work, they are just literally floating and surviving. I don't even know what to call it. They don't even know whether they're coming or they're going. And there are times where I have felt that I don't know whether I'm coming or I'm going. But because I was surrounded by people who understood how important self-care was, how important mental health was, I was able, and I am still able, to sit down and talk to somebody and say, I am not doing okay, without judgment. They might judge me from the inside, but they would never come out and say, oh, hey, snap out of it. You know, I've got problems of my own. Yes, we do have problems of our own. However, you caring for another person is the same seed that you want to plant so that somebody can take care of you one day when you need them. And today I'm actually attending a film screening from Pendulo Motion Belly about mental health. And I'd actually like to urge you guys to go and watch it. You know, let us start these conversations. Let us poke into spaces that has not been penetrated before by our own people, for our own people. I just had a conversation with a young gentleman right now, and then he says it's quite fascinating that people say that mental health issues are for the West. Mental health issues are for the West, but if we go into mental institutions, majority of the people, the population in mental institutions, most of them are our own people of color. The majority of people that we see who have lost it, who are on the streets, are people of color. What are we doing as a community? What are we doing as Africans to raise awareness about this? We say, hi. Yes, there is witchcraft. But at the same time, there are psychological issues that are not driven by witchcraft, and we need to deal with them. Most of the times we blame, things to, it's spiritual. It's spiritual. Oh no, she hasn't been talking. He hasn't been out of his house. They sent things to his house. Go and have a conversation with that person and stop assuming that the root cause of their mental situation is because of spirituality. If it is because of spirituality, then kudos, get them help in the spiritual way. If it's something that needs for them to see a psychologist, have the conversation and speak with them. However, if we do not speak, we will never know the root cause of our issues. We will never know the root cause of why people shut down. We will never know the root cause of mental instability, And really, just getting back to the point that I mentioned earlier, that I'd like to urge you to do introspection for yourself. Have you been a fair supporter and supportive enough to people around you who have been affected by this, who are affected by this, who are struggling every single day to get out of bed, but they make it out of bed? And there's some that don't. Are you being supportive enough? Do you need to go and apologize to somebody? Do you need to start putting measures in place to be more empathetic towards somebody that is affected? We are not saying that, oh, feel sorry for us. No. We are not, we are not invalids. No, we are not. We are not asking for pity. We are not asking for I'm sorry. We're just asking you to understand. And sometimes you don't understand. We are misunderstood. And that is perfectly okay. That is perfectly fine to be misunderstood. However, before you try to be understood, seek to understand first. So please share this video. Let me know your thoughts, and let us continue with these conversations. And based on the questions that I'll get after this, we will know what we're going to be talking about next week. However, I really want us to continue having these conversations. I'm also going to do a video later today after the screening of Motion Belly's short film, and I'll give you a little bit more details on that, and I'll also leave the link in the comments section of where you can find the short film, and how we can continue having these conversations. If we need to meet for lunch, let us do it. Let us find creative ways in which we can collaborate to talk about this as a collective, as a community, for our own, by our own people. So guys, see you next week, same time, same place. Let's talk.